ready for that, he's just gonna jump and start DPing with it. Like, there's so many options with the character. It always bothers me that people put him so low on lists. I'm like, oh, he's pretty straightforward. He's a linear character, and I'm like, yeah, but that linear, you can't see part of the line.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, is he your main then, or
He is not. I just play against a lot of them.
Okay,
I would say Wolf more than anything.
No, I mean, again,
I play a lot of its casts.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to. This cast is so fun. So there's just so much variety, and it's just like it literally was the Guilty Gear before Guilty Gear in a lot of ways. You know,
a Magic series, a huge versatility of cast, and beautiful, beautiful art.
Dude, one of the things that breaks my heart the most is that there was one point in time, you know, during the Guilty Gear XX days, that there was the rumor of they were going to do a Capcom versus Sammy, basically, and it was supposed to be Darkstalkers versus Guilty Gear, and potentially rival schools and like some Blaze Blue in there, and like, like I almost wet myself, you know?
No, how could you not? I mean, it's like, luckily, we're in a point in history right now where it seems like all of these developers have figured out that we're addicted to fighting games, and if we can chuck things together and start making zombifications of these fighting games, they'll buy it no matter what.
Yeah.
And they're exactly right. Hear my cry. Start just smashing things together.
When Harada started doing those roundtables, I'm sad he doesn't do them anymore.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was great to see because they're all fans of each other's games, right? And that's how we're getting Mai and Terry in Street Fighter, and now Ken and Chun-Li in Fatal Fury, you know?
And what a twist not to have the poster child of Street Fighter on there, but so appropriate.
Yeah. And you know, these crossovers are really, really important and stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, look how many people want a CVS 3. And if we ever did get an actual Darkstalkers versus Guilty Gear, I mean,
over the moon.
You can even see that the Guilty Gear creators are big fans because how familiar are you with Guilty Gear?
Pretty up to Strive, really. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, Raven in Exert is just Jeddah. Yeah. It's just like that's their version of Jeddah.
And a better version too, arguably. Like much more put together with better offensive tools. I mean, there's obviously every character has their own flair and such, but Raven really streamlined that process, let you go in and get better OG.
He has the sickle, he has the same air dash stuff, you know, like it was just their take on the character. So, you know, it's really cool when you get to see those kind of homages to each other and such. So
for sure. There's so much great stuff. And I think the pause here is actually because we are setting up for top 8.
Oh, dang, already. Okay. Getting fast game.
Oh my gosh. Nope.
You know what? I didn't even think about this, but if we could get a Capcom versus Arxis, that is how we could get them to make the graphics for Darkstalkers, right? Like that. Now I'm.
How many developers do we know? How many letters do I have to write?
Oh man. And
I've got a few favors here. Let's sign the catch.
I always joke. I was like, hire me to make sure that you don't screw up the mood, right? Like I'll be on you to make sure it's not too violent or too silly or whatever, you know.
Arxis would do a really good job of that. They have a good track record with that type of stuff. I mean, what's it? Nagaroki from the newest Strive one is a really good dichotomy with the blood.
Yeah, Nagoriyuki. Yeah.
5 minutes?
Oh. Okay.
Sure.
I might try to just grab myself a soda. Yeah. I need a little bit of caffeine and stuff. But I mean, honestly, like it's a great example because Guilty Gear, you know, like Robo-Kai is really silly and all this stuff.
We were saying, game's so fast, it won't matter. We'll be done in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know, seriously. It's like we could have the whole top 8 in a Twitter clip. So there you go.
It'll be fine. Third strike, you'll get your time, I promise. Then you can get unblockable Aegis as much as you want. Like,
yeah, not like we don't have like the unblockable raptor jump light things.
Haven't seen it this tournament yet, though.
That's right. We haven't seen a raptor at all.
Not
in this
even
tournament,
one.
right?
I saw one practicing, so maybe
interesting.
Maybe missed the stream and didn't quite get here. Unfortunate, because it's such a strong character. But
I mean, what is it? He's number what?
I think he's 1.
2 or 1 or 2?
I think he's arguably 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know it's always like Sasquatch and Raptor are always like kind of
Fighting
battling
back
for
and
that,
forth.
and then QB is just like right on the tails of that, right?
It's probably a bit of an arrogance thing of wanting. Let's get it.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. First match of top 8. We've got the last year's champion and, of course, last year's 5th place finisher. We've got ourselves the Senko going up against the Felicia. Let's go.
Yeah, and I definitely won't be the person to say these two fought for sure, but I definitely remember this matchup. So they've had a year to practice. Let's see how it comes together here.
Like I said, that pendulum swing you can cancel with a kick button at basically any time. As you see the empty low that Snuggle Guns had earlier, and just a dominating first bat right there.
An excellent cancels right now, just consistent pressure, getting Oki and Meaties off of that ES. So smart.
Yeah, so far, Shay hasn't had a chance to get anything started over here.
Ooh, the wall jump there to get that extra space.
Oh, I had a chain, but I don't think, believe that was going to hit right there.
Yeah, Command Grab to get some additional damage here, and just a quick low. Oh my gosh, not quite dead, but I'm a guess for their life moment here.
Oh man, that was a very dominant game by Snuggle Guns right there. You see, barely even lost like a third of his life on that first bar.
Yeah, and you don't become a champion of last year's Section Showdown without having it together very well. So
Yeah, I noticed, but though a lot of the like Alaris is not here this weekend, right? And Mighty is not here this weekend, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of those the strong players.
Yeah, taking a little bit of a rain check this time, hopefully for just reasons of I'm a little busy right now, and it's only good things. That's all I can ever hope when you don't do the local guys.
Yeah, but I mean, Snuggle Guns clearly just, I mean, this Simcoe is poetic to watch right now. I love what he's doing with this character.
Yeah, but Shay finally getting something started there with the continuous dash-in pressure. Needs to find that corner again. Clearly was working out fantastic.
And the crazy thing is, like, Simcoe does the mad way, it whiffs, but you can't do anything about it anyway. Like, just all these giant caltrops dropping from the sky, so.
An absolute clutter of the screen type of move, using it to full effect. Nice.
I mean, that like I said, the pendulum swing is so cool because you can cancel while you're in the air or on the ground. You keep momentum. Ooh. You can, you just do all sorts of things with it. You can cancel it and do another one, and it is a terrifying move. And if you master that move, like, it's so hard to deal with this character.
Yeah, the gates truly open up for what you can get out of his ankle.
Oh, nice. And look at this pressure in the mad way. A little too far away, but sometimes it's better because then they get up and they have to block all the spikes off.
Yeah, and immediately throws that light projectile there and just catches her trying to wall cling and dash out. Oh, but all the way to the other coast now.
Oh.
Dashing out.
Yeah, trying to anti-air with that crouching straw, anticipating an instant air dash. Didn't happen.
Yeah, Snuggle Guns has a lot of work here, but has gotten that white bar back, which is the first step to the mountain. It's time to climb the rest of it.
Oh, God. And then just the right timing.
Someone do it.
Oh, a little too far.
We have 7 bars on the side of Che and 5 on Snuggle Guns. It's time to start using that ES with 18 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, maybe a please help me, something, right? So gets called a little kitty. Oh, so it's yeah. Look at that. And got right through. So it's because she hit Simcoe, it nullifies everything from the mad way, and it actually snuck in there. And dude, did I just see Snuggle Guns do the meme lean? All of a sudden you lean forward, because like I feel he was like
lock in, man.
He was like relaxed, and then all of a sudden, lean forward. So
let's see if that changes the play at all. I don't know. It's not often in tournaments I'm not trying very hard, but again, I'm not usually up here in top 8, so.
Right. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, nice wall stick right there. Oh, great counter attack right there from after the air block. Shay looking really strong here. What a great start. Oh, see Snuggle Guns shaking his head right now.
Yeah, I mean, slowly just going down in life after essentially one block getting hit and the trade constantly going in Shay's favor.
Yeah, and what a change, too, because remember, Snuggle Guys almost had a virtual perfect that first game. But
yeah, the adaptations were perfect.
Yeah, but unfortunately right now, Snuggle Guns catching up just like that. Hits the first bat. It looked like it was going to be Shay that was just going to be dominating this match.
Nice instant overhead, but no confirm afterwards.
It's so hard for Felicia compared to like Sasquatch and Dog. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Sasquatch, it's like there's no effort at all whatsoever. Oh. And then Snuggle Gun. Wow. After that great start on that game 3, it looked like Shay just had all the momentum at that point in time. But Snuggle Guns just locked down, did the lean forward meme, you know, and took it from there.
Yeah, wanted to keep their bats and send themselves off to, I think, winner semis.
Yeah.
No, winner finals. My bad.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, well, I was wrong, then I was right. Yeah. So, it's all good.
Yeah, and of course, the ES toy. Was it the? That's right. I think it's the toy touch that actually does real damage as well. So, because that's not her actual pursuit. That's a special pursuit that she has. Yeah. So.
Yes, so much nuance to this game. Knowing all of the ins and outs is definitely not going to be my specialty. But I'm glad I'm here with you, hanging out with it.
What's this?
I think it's a USB port for the PS5.
It also says 10 gig. What? I don't. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, back to the match. Sketch going against Grubby Grimbo. I'm pretty sure Sketch is the player that I was thinking of. They said that he doesn't live in New York anymore, so I don't know if he's doing anything with that touring service anymore.
Yeah, well, currently, a tour of the corner coming in for Fish here.
Yeah, and you can see, he Grubby Grimbo also rolled forward into the bubble, and you saw that time he actually got up in place because he was like, okay, I'm not.
BB Hood with the double jumps obviously has a bit of an option out, but once Sketch is aware of it, all he has to do is jump with that medium punch, and it stops all forward momentum anyways. You have to block it.
Right.
Some staggered pressure here. Kind of working out.
Trying to get in there with that jumping heavy kick. Again, he's another. Rico's another one of those great characters that he can like jump and whip strong, and then have the heavy punch on the way, the fierce on the way down.
Yeah, just has a versatile list of options to keep things moving here, and obviously probably the strongest special move in the entire game. such a screen controller.
And you saw there too, Sketch did the air, so 3 hits right there. At one point, he also went into that roundhouse. You saw Grubby Grimble get hit because he was trying to counter poke after blocking 2. He thought he was going to stop at 2, but then he went for the 3rd one. Oh, nice.
So smart on the ES there.
And that's kind of that, the air block mix. Oh, no!
I knew it. It had to happen at some point. And a nice, oh, God. I forgot what it's called.
He whipped the jumping strong and got the, time to head off to Oz, dude. Here we go.
Yep, uses the ES to get that additional white damage, hoping for an extra hit here to get to do that damage.
Oh, man.
Oh, that might do it.
Oh, close. This is going to kill.
Oh, no. So close.
Not quite. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was scary in that situation because if Grubby Grimbo ever got any sort of momentum at that point, he would have gained a lot of health back from that white light. So if you play this sometimes and you're not paying attention to the media, you're like, oh, he's got 2 pixels left. And you fight. You hit him, and he's alive, and you look up, he's 25% low. What the heck? Yeah.
No, for certain. I would call myself more of a defensive player generally. Oftentimes, I feel like I'm just panicking in my brain. Like, I just don't let him touch you for the next 10 seconds, and you'll be fine again. Your panic state can go away.
Yeah. Also, just for the chat there, I mean, I think. Like a lot of the times, Twitch defaults you to be running automatic ads. I think there's a way to stop it. I'm not 100% sure, but
I love this color by Grubby Grimbo.
compared to banana Riqua.
Even worse on this stage, because I always blame, this is the camouflage version.
Yeah.
It is so hard to see him at certain points when he is jumping and that medium punch comes out.
Yeah.
And it's practically invisible.
But I like banana the most because, you know, he's got the two colors, right? He's got the skin
inside and the outside.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. So banana Rico, that's what we're sticking by.
Nice job.
Yeah. Like you said, he's so good at fighting against Rico and get away from that bubble.
Yeah, a really smart option here. Not going to get the sweep or any knockdown pressure. Able to go underneath the ES Fireball. The rocket not doing its homing job. Riku going to set up the bubble here at mid-screen. Yeah, just completely content with letting them block that aerial and knocking them right into the bubble.
Oh, God, that gas as well is such a good space controller.
It can lock down anybody, and obviously the ES version covering so much screen.
You know, Vampire Savior was the first time those moves became charge moves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were just quarter circle fireball with punch and kicks before.
No kidding. God, what a menace this character would be if that was just, if it wasn't charge moves. You'd never not see this character.
I mean, again, I love the inputs that they experimented with, because even doing the geyser is the banishing punch motion, right?
Yes.
It's the forward to down, but it feels right. You know, it feels like you're throwing the water to the ground. So
nice duck underneath that rocket there.
Yeah.
It's been very evasive around these rockets.
Yeah, that's another one.
Got the bat.
They try to throw the bubble out, and then they do the waves, the water, right? And it locks you down because you just have to block it, and the bubble catches you. But again, this double jump is it's so hard to deal with.
Yeah, and we're really pressed for time here with 15 seconds remaining. Grubby Grimbo needs to put in a lot of work, get a few knockdowns, and maybe some ES command grabs for them to even out the set.
Yeah, he's got to get something here. Oh.
Yeah, I was definitely going for probably a command grab there.
Give him an apple. Give him an apple.
Yes.
That's what he wanted to do. That wasn't the move that he wanted to do. Oh, he's so angry. Oh, no.
Felt it in my bones. I've been there. We've all done it. It stinks when it's in tournament, but at least he's on winner's side, and we're going to see him back here really soon.
It's one of those things that, you know, when the guy rolls through you, you got to change the inputs, and it gets all tangled up, but I was hoping he would, give him the apple, the apple bomb. It's so funny, too, because, like, some of these animations are so good, but they can't, like, they won't make them last forever, so they go by so quick, And
it's like, it's a lot of heart between small little things, but I think that's it shines to people like us who really harp on small frame data and the little things because we see it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, that would scare me, too. If they made a new Darkstalkers, and let's say you land the apple, like, are they gonna do the whole 5-6 second, cinematic thing? And I feel like that would just completely destroy the pace of this, what makes
incredibly fast game.
Although, interestingly enough, what's fascinating about this is that the original Darkstalkers was a significantly slower game.
Interesting,
It was a really slow, deliberate pace. And then it got a little faster in Night Warriors, and then Vampire Savior, it just went completely ballistic. So it wasn't always like this. So there is precedent to have it be a little slower, but this is the one that we play now. This is the one that we know. The biggest scene is for Vampire Savior.
Without a doubt, yeah.
So I feel like
this is going to call me out a whole bunch, but was this before Super Turbo?
So Darkstalkers, the original Darkstalkers was after Super Turbo, I think.
Yeah, because this always feels to me like we saw how well Super Turbo is working. Mm-hmm. It's selling everything. Let's make things fast.
Yeah, I think it might have been even before Super Turbo. I can't remember because it was around that time Super Turbo, was never intended to be made, but Super basically kind of killed Street Fighter, right?
Exactly.
And then, we had Super Turbo, Darkstalkers 1, and Children of the Atom all about the same time. And I mean, that was like when Capcom was going crazy with making all sorts of fighting games, and it was so cool. It was a great time because they were, I mean, Children of the Atom, I don't know if you've seen all the stupid combos that I've been putting up on Twitter.
Yes.
Like, they didn't know what they were doing with that game. They didn't realize how broken the game they made was.
But we have a Marvel license, and we're going to put fun stuff in the game.
And so it's just fascinating because between Darkstalkers and Children of the Atom, they were trying stuff, you know? And like, I hate to say this, but I sometimes feel like a lot of the fighting games today aren't taking as many risks as a lot of those old.
I don't think you'd be alone in that thought process, for sure.
I remember Daigo on stream one time even said that he felt like fighting games are almost out of date at this point. And I agree. I think there's a lot of things that we could try to do that would shake things up, try to do some crazy stuff. But the hardest part is that, I mean, as a fighting game player, as anybody in the chat as fighting game players, there's so many fighting games now. It's just like, it's hard to keep up, you know?
And unfortunately, the ones without the big titles behind them just aren't really pulling the numbers that they need to, that are trying things.
I mean, you even have franchises like Grand Blue, which is just like this ginormous franchise in Japan. And, you know, it still hasn't gotten to that level, you know, that like Street Fighter 6 is only getting bigger because of all the VTuber tournaments that we're running, you know? So let's see. Thank you, Investigation Code. It says Darkstalkers was released July 12th, 1994, and ST was released February 23, 1994. So it was the same year. So, okay. Now I don't feel so bad not knowing which one came first.
I knew it was a tight window, but I wasn't aware it was literally 3 months?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Well, February to July.
February to July.
2 to 7, so 5 months.
5, okay.
5-6 months, yeah.
I did math in a really stupid way in my brain. Nobody don't let anybody know I'm an engineer, please.
I mean, look. The problem is, like, I'm Asian. People think I can do math. So that's, I mean, I even majored in math. So, like, look, I'm kind of the stereotype, but at the same time, I didn't like math. So, you know. Oh, man.
Perfect, just the way we are, is all I will say. Crimson versus Careless here. Definitely been on the stream a whole bunch. Two characters that have been frequently the spotlight right now.
Yeah, when did Children of the Atom come out? Because I think might have been the same year as well. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. And again, I was in college at the time, and UCLA had the best arcade, so it was just a wonderful time for me because I was at the arcade, and all these games would come out, and I just was able to play them all, you know. Not that I skipped classes or anything.
I would never.
To stay in the arcade. Kids, stay in school. All right, here we go. Oh my God. Just the air dash just went straight down. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if you realize Telepath actually is already out of a bat. It was so quick.
All right.
The Queen Bee pressure is very strong right now. But we're finding our footing here.
Oh no, he jumped into it.
You know, not the ES version, luckily. Yeah. So we're only going to take a little bit of damage. But
oh my God, there's just honey everywhere.
Oh, great delay there in the overhead.
It's so hard to block that. It's just because you can't react. You know, it's like Milia Milia before Milia. You know.
Yeah, and even again easier with the tracking.
Oh, so there we go. So Children of the Atom was December 1994, same year in Japan, and January in the U.S. Nice. Dude, 94, what a year, man. Because obviously also KOF 94 came out that year. It all began in 94. All right. Ooh.
Careless has really pumped up the volume since we've seen them in pools.
I mean, one of the things that I feel like Crimson needs to do right now is he needs to chicken block a little bit more. He's staying on the ground a little too much and letting himself be subjected to this high-low mix-up. You know, try to chicken block a couple of times and see if you can counter poke. Because he's only coming down with one button like that, right? So, you know, block it and hit back right away.
Yeah, or just, I like the idea of dashing back and just throwing out a normal button. Oh my God, how did he get cornered there?
So here we go. Activates the mirror, the mirror dark force for Talbane. Oh no, he missed the pinball.
Got a reset off of it though. Might be enough to keep some momentum in his favor.
I mean, honestly, ES Beast Cannon is one of the things that keeps Talbane so competitive because you can get all 5 hits. It's damage, dude. That thing hurts.
Yeah, it is a pretty solid life bar. Oh, nice check out of the air. I was wondering if the fifth one would come out. neutral dump. What is that? Light kick?
Which one for Calvin right there? That one's medium kick
Is
right
that medium
there.
kick?
That's medium kick, yeah. It's such a great, I mean, again, I joked about the Kung Fu vampire, but Kung Fu wolf, I mean, like, it's so funny. Wow, this Crimson coming back. And yeah, I think he started chicken blocking a little bit more towards the end there, so.
Yeah, and I'm too busy making fun of him for a strategy that's working literally perfectly. I mean, fantastic job.
I mean, again, like, you know, if you're from Street Fighter and such, you know, coming over to this game and then having like so many characters with jumps that are just so fast, you know? I mean, at the time when the original Darkstalkers came out, you know, we compared all the characters to Street Fighter characters, and he was kind of like the Blanca, because he had the fast jump and stuff like that. But even then, the original Darkstalkers was not a fast game. This one is one of the games that has the regular speed and the turbo speed. And so the turbo speed is what we all play on here.
Yeah, and that fast pace really keeps the action going at a maximum velocity right now. Yeah, I really love the jumping. I think that might be heavy kick.
That one's heavy kick, yeah, for sure. And Talbane, I mean, even though his jump is so fast, his jumping normal is so fast, he can still do like the whip on the way up, like jump medium kick and heavy punch on the way down and stuff. Oh, a trade!
Yeah, definitely not what we wanted there, but have to deal with the consequences of our actions.
I love the call out on the honey, but Careless right now is actually playing so careful right now.
Nice get out of jail free card with that last dash.
Yeah, you can see that Careless is playing really patient until he gets the opportunity to start mixing.
Yeah, I was definitely working on the speed in our small little break, but now...
Oh, what?
Actually got away with it a little bit. Might be able to take the B, or the bat here.
Yeah, that does take the bat. Look how much life he gained back. Still alive after the Oh, no.
We know he was looking for just like a jumping light punch, but I don't think, once you throw out that honey, it's active.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not like,
it's there forever.
Senko's, like, it'll dissipate or something like that. You're stuck with that.
Yeah, and it bounces around the screen. You're like, go away, please. Dude, every time I see Talbane in the game now, I would, so, you know, in Japan, he's named Gallon,
yes.
right? One time, I don't remember what the reason was, but I was like, oh, I want a list of all the Darkstalkers characters, right? So
yes.
I went to Google and I just typed in Darkstalkers character roster, right?
Yeah.
And you know how Google tries to populate lists, like
with
through
like their
AI
new
or
AI
whatever,
stuff,
yeah. And like, so it did that. So it like started listing a bunch of the characters, right? But it would list both the American and the Japanese versions.
It's like
of the
separate characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when so you would see Dimitri, and there's a picture of Dimitri, all this stuff. And then when it got to Gallon, they had a picture of a gallon of milk. Like,
that's great.
They actually just put a gallon of milk there, and I was like, oh my God, like, oh, it's hilarious.
That's a really good one.
I definitely screen capped that and posted that on social media. I was like, dude, Gallon's the best character.
As somebody who is a very big advocate for technology and stuff, I hate this AI crap.
Dude, oh, thank you.
It's so bad. This is, in the old days, this would have been the alpha testing, not released onto Google's homepage.
I will say this. I will clarify this. There are a lot of very good uses for AI, like detecting, patterns to pre-detect breast cancer, stuff like that's a real thing out there. Like detect to like examine traffic patterns, and stuff like that, and things that cause, but like putting it in creative media is just it's the worst.
Like, you know how humans are bad at statistics because sometimes we see a thing and we go, oh, that's bad. Hey, maybe make a robot do that.
Right,
that sees none of the in-between. It sees a quarter flip a billion times on heads, and it's it's still a 50-50. Like, that statistical analysis is just, it's absolute. It does not matter that it landed on heads. So, but anyways, enough of that talk.
All right, Mountain Dew Faker going up against Superstar.
Now, the low-tier hero of this tournament going against Dimitri. This is an interesting matchup.
I know, right?
Anything with Victor here is going to be strange.
Definitely another one of these matches that you feel like you almost never see.
Yeah. Oh, and has an actually solid punish to the DP.
Yeah, he does. He has a really good one. Yeah. Also, crouching heavy kick is usually a good one because that at least... Oh, he got him with the command grab.
Very nice. Yeah,
quarter circle plus kick. dude, in the original Darkstalkers, I can't even tell you how many command grabs he had.
Yeah.
He had like 8 command grabs or something like that. I don't even remember what they all were.
Yeah, overloaded the hit since he was probably essentially the only one.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the crouching heavy kick, if you elect the card that one, it's really good because you get the knockdown, you can get the OTGs and stuff like that with that too, so.
Yeah, doing a nice job using his ES very carefully to get through the fireballs.
Nice DP. I mean, unfortunately, Victor does have a floatier jump compared to a lot of the other characters. We were talking about the fast jumps, and his is really slow, so.
Yeah. But granted, I'm super happy because this character would be an absolute menace if it was fast. It's already bad enough that Dimitri, kind of our semi-grappler of the game, has such a quick one, so.
Oh, come on, Victor needs it. Oh, here we go. Got him with the level 2.
I'd be fine with it nowadays, but I know as a kid I would have hated the fast grappler. All right.
Oh, nice. It's funny. Victor, I mean, he was a character that I really liked playing, so I'm playing everybody in this game, so it's kind of pointless to say that.
No, it is always a good time when we get a chance to
Nice.
take her.
Gabe.
Can't do it to the grappler. He's too ready for it.
Oh, yeah, he's just going right through those fireballs.
Oh, nice. Landing with the heavy punch to close that out. Superstar.
I mean, it's crazy because, like, you know, I was talking about the one-to-one matching with Street Fighter characters. Victor was obviously the Zangief. You know, they gave him the lariat to fight projectiles, but he's just like, you know, I'm not even gonna let it go through. I'm just gonna erase it.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's gone. It's gone.
Get it out of here. Mountain Dew having such an explosive performance last night. I believe in Super Turbo and Alpha too. I know for sure Alpha.
That's one of the cool things about it, because, you know, back in the arcade days, you played all the fighting games because while you were waiting for your turn on the next game, you would just play some of the other ones. And so when we come to these tournaments with a lot of these retro games, you see the same player play like all 5 retro games and stuff, you know?
And it's one of two ways. They're either playing the same exact type of character in all of those games, or they're playing 19 different playstyles. You're like, there's no way this is the same guy. His older brother is on the cab. I don't believe you.
And it does make me sad because, like, I feel like, you know, we're missing a lot of that, you know, the people playing. But also, with so much money on the line these days, like, even a player like Tokido, who used to win, like, 7 medals at EVOs, you know, is only focusing on one game now, you know?
It's so competitive. It's so hard. And these young kids, man, they're monsters at the game. It's truly a different breed.
Oh, man.
But anyways, we got Victor pretty much running through this right now, but finally the bat is coming off of Superstar. But we have a big hill to climb here with not a lot of HP to do it.
I love watching the way Superstar plays Victor because he uses that lariat a lot. But look at the sister.
He's happy.
Ghost of his sister.
He just has
dang, he's got the Dimitri figure. No.
Yo.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's a real main right there. I got a buddy that always brings in the Terry Bogard whenever we play KOF, and he sits it right down right next to you. And
I'm just gonna say this right now. I mean, it makes me really frustrated and angry, but, like, it's so hard to find good figures of Darkstalker characters because if you try to look for figures of Darkstalkers, you will have 19 Morgans and, like, 17 Felicias.
Yeah, a Lilith. And
and maybe a Shinko here and there, but, like, it's so hard to find, like I want a Bishamon figure.
Yeah, for real.
I want an Anacrus. I want a Lord Raptor. I want a Zabel
with the guitar on, like, a podium.
Oh, man.
Or an amp. Oh,
like, people
so much opportunity.
have, like, you know, tried to make fun of me because, like, I have a Felicia figure and a Morgan figure, and they're like, oh, you know. But I'm like, dude, they don't make the guys. Like,
it's not my fault.
Some of the only figures you can find of the characters are actually the Midnight Bliss version of the characters, you know, like from those, like, the machines, right? So it's the girl versions of them anyway. It's so hard to find good figures for all the characters.
Yeah. And that brings us back to what we were talking about earlier with we need another one of these done very well because they'll make it up in toys. I promise you.
I hope so. I hope so. Oh, man, because, like I said, an Anacrus figure. Oh, man, can you imagine that? Can you imagine, like, actually doing the snake arms?
Yeah.
You probably have to put, like, one of those little stands under the arms, but still, it would be so sick.
I can already see the box with the windscreen pose face, like covering half of it or something like that. You turn it a little bit.
Come on, man.
It's so if my dumb brain can think of it, I know a toy creator can.
I think the Victor that he had was from Storm Collectibles.
Yes.
And so they actually do. It's an American company, but they they make a variety. But yeah, a lot of the Japan companies that make a lot of the cool figures. I mean, my friends who are KOF fans, right, are like so tired of my figures.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
It's come on, guys. Even for Street Fighter, like all you get are Chun-Li's and Cammy.
I mean, we're definitely going to get some new ones coming up with City of the Wolves. The hype for that game, it's very real. I was sitting over there playing my Street Fighter 6 pools, and everyone I beat was like, "Well, off to the City of the Wild."
Nice.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll see you there."
I haven't even had a chance to try the second beta, and they put T-Zoc in there.
Yeah.
I really want to play T-Zoc.
So they do have it in the main room if you find a free minute.
Oh, after this, I'm heading over there. So.
What? In the meanwhile, we've got winners finals here with Sketch and Snuggle Guns. We've been begging for the first of 3, and we're finally finding it here in the winners finals.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. We do get a first of 3 at least here. I think.
Yes.
Okay.
We had a weird instance last night with Alpha 2 where winners finals and losers was first to 1, but it was 2 in the morning.
Okay, yeah. That's old school Evo rules right there. Because the Evo used to run long, and then the venue would be like, okay,
get out.
You need to get out, and we'd have to change things to best of 1. Yeah, really bad.
We had that the other day at our local with what was it? I can't remember which game. We'll worry about that after this.
Fair.
Snuggle Gun's doing a really nice job of getting hit at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting with Sketch and Snuggle Guns. I mean, they've both been playing amazing. And Sketch, like I said, his fish is just so strong.
Nice. Able to cancel that into the ES there. Keep things really good.
Using the armor to get out of there. And yeah, you see, just jumps right off of there and is able to block as soon as he lands. Very unique for a Dark Force. Also, all the characters who can fly also have instant recover.
Yeah, no, clearly a blessed Dark Force, but in the meanwhile, I mean, Hasenko making up for it with these instant dashes through, cross-ups. I mean, Sketch is clearly very aware of it, but it doesn't detract from how powerful the mechanic that is. Point play.
Auto-corrected. He didn't mean to do it.
Oh, my God.
He got jumped over, and it was like, oh, he did Sonic Boom. Okay.
An autocorrect into a nice combo. Great stuff from Sketch, able to adapt on the fly like that. We have a lot of meter.
Oh, he hit him before the bubble was able to take effect.
Yeah. Does have some startup. It's one of the only downsides of that option.
That
was very close.
If he had gotten that combo, that would have been like a combo video combo right there.
Oh, great trade. Even goes through those. It's not a multi-hit, but it has a lot more hit stun than most. For block stun.
Warthog, I've never played Murphy. Is there a character that's kind of a Riku homage? I'm curious, but it's funny because like I see people calling, Shinko's sister Lele.
Yes.
It's like, do most people just call Shinko, I'm sorry, no. Lele is Shinko's Japanese name, and the sister is Mei Lin in America and Lin Lin in Japan. I'm just wondering what names most people go by.
As long as they know who I'm talking about, I'm fine. And Sketch finding a lot of success here in the corner. Who would have guessed? Fish in the corner, very scary.
Oh my God, that was a crazy sequence. Just an air dash is so fast. Yeah, it just hits OTG. Like a pursuit. Where did all of Sketch's life go, dude? He had a full back lead and then just disappeared.
Yeah, you're gonna have a tough time finding me giving a fish grace in the corner there. That was very well deserved. Felt like a bit of payback. And Tech's out of it, yeah.
Tech's that throw.
I mean, two players clearly in their element right now, playing out of their minds. And getting continuous.
Here comes the bubble. Yeah, and just using the gong in the air to basically stall, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! That's gonna do it! And look at that, Sketch taking game number 2. It's 1-1.
Now, right back to the first and 2.
So Warthog says, not a direct requel comparison, but he's the inspiration the developer had for the idea of a mer people fighting game.
Oh, I'm curious.
Yeah. Funny that you use that word because he's, the curiously attractive merman there. And
Yeah,
everybody...
is that the missing link? Is that what he's based off of, right? Like,
I mean, he's based off the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh yeah.
Because
Okay.
the actor who played him is a person whose last name was Rico.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so they called him Rico. A lot of them are like have that kind of homage, which is why if you ever watch my streams, I have the Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers posters in my background, and they're all just parodies of the actual movie monster posters, that Udon made, and they're beautiful. I love those covers, dude.
Nice, and immediately deactivating that Dark Force there, taking minimum punishment from it, but I mean, heck, a bar for nothing is a tough price in this game. Especially when things are getting so tight.
And like I said, the nice thing about Shinko is that, that mad way is a button, tap, a move. But since it starts with light kick and then heavy kick, short and then roundhouse, it's so easy just to do a chain combo into it, so.
Yeah. Oh, had a lot of projectiles on the screen. A rare moment where Senko is able to run through.
But look at how close this is. They're both like right there, and it's already been half the round. Okay, finally one of the bats goes down at 47 seconds. Nice air blockage of air dash. That was so sick.
Yeah, has to keep up this pressure now, get this bat off quickly, and does it without letting them leave the corner. So smart here.
Dude, they even have the same meter right now, dude. It's like basically neck and neck.
Gotta hold it strong, but what will truly change the pace of this battle? Nice, good check. Doesn't let him get out that bubble for free. What are the surroundings? Oh, nice throw to finally move the meter going somewhere.
The way that Snuggle Guns gets in with the double pendulum swing in the air.
This is going to be really hard to get out of.
Wow! So what? I mean, so that means what Sketch needs to do is do a chain combo in the air, right?
Yeah, or not allow any button to happen at all, because they'll just fall into it while they're trying to block.
It is just 2 out of 3.
Oh no! Oh, it is Evo rules. All right.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I'm a liar, and I'm used to it, so.
Oh, dude, that was such a good fight right there. So
I hate to say it, but I really hope that I want to see that one again, grand finals. I don't want to pick favorites already,
right.
but
fair enough. But
that was
clearly
good.
These two are so strong. I mean, I've been so impressed with watching Snuggle Guns Shinko.
Yeah, it's really nice. Obviously, I got the absolute pleasure of doing this last year with X Grand.
Oh, right.
It was that was my first out-of-state major I'd ever been to.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I was like, oh, so you're gonna let me come out and commentate? I'm so delighted. Like, of course I'll make the travel. And I was looking at my bank account, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna get there? So I drove.
I mean, I know I'm James Chen. I'm like that commentator. Dude, I'm broke as fuck right now. Sorry, Riz. Sorry, Riz.
You're good.
I just said the F word on your stream, so Oh man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it is a tough life out there, but you know what? I do it because I love it. So I.
Darn right we do.
Oh man.
No, I mean, what are eggs now? $7 for a carton. It's.
Oh god.
The buffet outside was $28, and I'm like, it could be worse.
Dude, right? Yeah. Dude, it's so terrible now because I go to fast food restaurants, and if I order something and it's $14, hey, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It
that's
wasn't even that. It's not even like we can talk about. Oh my God, milk. In my day it was 25 cents. Dude, fast food was so much cheaper just 3 years ago. You know what I mean? You could get meals under $10 easily from their dollar menus. There's no dollar menus anymore. They're all gone. And
we can complain about that any day of the week. We got Jay versus Superstar here, the low-tier hero going against the lone Felicia so far that I've seen in this bracket.
Actually, isn't it supposed to be TSAR, Superstar? I think it is. But anyways, yeah, I mean, his Victor was doing some work last time, so.
Yeah, much harder matchup. I mean, Felicia's able to get in so quickly and deal damage off of mix-up and hits. Might actually see some more command throws coming out just to break up the block strings.
That crouching heavy punch is so good for Victor because it covers so much space and you just can't jump at it. You jump and you lose, basically.
Nice. Great throw there by Jay.
But obviously the problem is if they don't jump, you're sitting duck for a very long time. So
yeah, a zombie walking, very likely to be fallen down and pursued. But I will say, I know they didn't hear me because they're playing and they're in their zone, but Jay has ES'd that OTG move ever since I said it. It makes me very happy. I feel slightly validated.
That's the toy touch, right? The
yes.
Toy touch, yeah. And the ball is the Neko punch, right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. The Neko punch.
Oh,
because you remember how like Felicia can charge her own meter, right?
Yeah.
You know, right. But every time she does it, I always feel like it sounds like she says cookie, like cookie. So that's like every time I see it, I call that the cookie. So.
Yeah, but Superstar finding a little bit of new life with this character. The Anacris able to just shut down the progressive movement here.
Yeah, we did see him use the Anacris earlier in the tournament, so.
Yeah, I would argue this isn't necessarily a good matchup, but it's hard when you're picking low tiers here.
Oh,
nice.
yeah, okay. But I wonder if he has did Storm Collectibles make an Anacris? I'm not sure.
They did. I need to know about it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Such a sick character. All right.
Someone out there, please make a Lord Raptor and a Bishamon, please.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That was a great stagger on the light. Yes, here to tack on some extra damage. The air throw to keep him in the corner.
And look at this. A good start for Superstar, but oh my God! Did he actually get it? Was that actually a weapon? Or because it looked like Superstar actually backdashed afterwards, but you see Superstar going down like a hero there, you know.
Yeah,
still popping off even on the loss.
I mean, an absolute hero of the tournament, still going to get a medal for being in this top 8. So,
sure. And the medals are beautiful, by the way.
They're so nice.
They're so good looking. So,
no, one of the booths that's selling clothing, I can't remember their name off the top of my head, but they're the ones who designed it, and they're just such a talented group of artists.
I mean,
they have so much good merch.
I love. So, I mean. As a person who wanted to be an artist when I was growing, oh yeah, he did backdash a little bit there. But as a person who wanted to, do art, do art, but I'm Asian, so my parents said no. But I really love the fact that the FGC leans so heavily into the artists and the artist alleys and stuff. You go to Evo and you're like, okay, I get to buy a lot of merch, and most of the merch you can get there is from the artist alleys and stuff. So, we're trying to support those artists out there.
Oh, they're going.
So happy. Oh God, we're here already. Okay, let's go.
Careless and Grubby Grimbo.
Yeah. So again, seeing these players all over the place. This is losers quarters now. So again, this is loser side. Whoever loses this will be going home. And again, we talked about how fast this game is, but we've had a lot of long matches. And, that's always what you're going to get when BB Hood is on the screen,
Yeah, very defensive character, wants to get that charge input in so she can get her missile off. It just has really good dash forward into not doing too much. A single normal at max. Oh.
But, I mean, even just, the jump forward, jump back, jump forward, jump back. It's just, she's so hard to lock down.
Yeah, if you gave her a shield, she'd be my Marvel 3 Captain America, for sure. That's all I'm doing out there.
I need backup.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
There we go.
The spicy BB Hood combos there. Oh, nice block.
One wonderful BB Hood player named Swagnito, who is adept at doing that all the time. So we love it when he gets to show up to our locals.
I mean, it was called the Sako combo originally because Sako was literally the only person who could do it. But, thanks to training mode and stuff like that, Oh, he was going for it. He was going for it.
Respect. We are in tournament. Show off your skills. You're on stream. Blocks the overhead. Really nice.
Okay.
All right. I'm not even sure what that Dark Force actually does.
Oh, it just lets her shoot missiles all day.
Oh, a little more freely, yeah.
you just missile,
Turns into an arsenal.
Yeah, you just push buttons and missiles come out, basically. So.
Well, doesn't use it too much. Instead, lets Queen Bee have a little bit of pressure back.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Careless, I mean, I understand, but like he always has a lot of meat. Oh, let's go to Oz. Somewhere over the rainbow.
My goodness, yeah. I mean, the perfect frame of them approaching the ground was immediately met with grabbing you by your coattails and tossing you into the sky.
Oh, man. All right. We'll probably just go right back into it, yeah. It's like I said, though, I mean, this character is just, what I was saying about, interesting about Grubby Grimbo and Careless, actually, not for Careless, but Grubby Grimbo, he always has so much meter.
Yeah.
And it's largely because, you know, she doesn't have any really ESs or EXs you can do in the air, and that's where she is most of the time. And, you know, there's not a lot of opportunity for her to use a lot of her meter.
Yeah, safely and like to open yourself up with any sort of normal that really helps you out. Oftentimes it is mix or throwing out that ES rocket launcher for full screen pressure.
Right.
What's Queen Bee's gonna jump over that or dash through it or duck underneath it? It's such a small
I
box.
wonder if, you know, the hunting, you know, which I always call the Robin Hood super, like it would actually help.
Yeah, when the quad pulls up with all the machine guns.
So funny, like it's like Robin Hood and his merry men. They got machine guns and like rocket launchers and stuff. But like you can air block that obviously, so it's not like it's not gonna kill you. But I mean, it might help to try to stave off the air movement. But I don't know. Grubby Grimbo's looking really good here.
Yeah. I mean, we are even on fast, but still, the momentum has definitely been shifted towards Grubby's side.
Okay, thank you, Cassie, in the chat. So, okay.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cassie. Okay. Oh, God, nice combo right there. Just that jumping roundhouse.
Excellent stuff right now. Really patient play by Queen Bee. Careless. Not wanting to get through anything here.
Good tech hits there. Good push blocks. Keeping the corner position by Grubby. Oh, dude, all they need is just one more good sequence here right now. Yeah, see, like you said, the get in. It's like oh, wow! Jump, air block, double jump, and block the second honey. And then so you ended up turning into nothing. So, here we go.
Smart stuff by Careless, but Gribby might be able to take this. Grubby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, again, great block. Landed and actually was able to get the... Look. So the tricky thing is that jumping heavy kick counts like a projectile, her jumping roundhouse. So
yes,
there is that little unblockable she can do where she locks you into the block stun if she does a jumping roundhouse as low as possible and does crouching light kick.
Yes.
Because you just can't crouch fast enough. But another good advantage was in that situation there. He came down with a jumping heavy kick, and so he just was pressing crouching light kick at the normal timing you would.
Exactly.
Even though it missed, because it's the same timing, right? And so he was able to, they were able to get the crouching light kick out before Careless was able to poke first.
Yeah, fantastic sequences by Grubby. Really put together their entire game plan to perfection, and it's going to continue on in this bracket through semis. I mean, they've got a lot of challenges ahead of them, but, 4 more games to get themselves into Grand.
Yeah.
Or 4 more to win Grands, 3 to get there.
Oh, is Shay back already? I forgot, is it Shay or Che?
I think it's Che.
Che, okay.
Yeah, they're...
I always feel bad when I pronounce people's names wrong. It's funny when people come into my stream, I always try to get their handles correctly.
Yes.
And a whole bunch of people are like, you're the first person who's ever pronounced that correctly. Nice. Like I said, Felicia, one of her biggest advantages, so many good anti-airs, and even good option selects, for the throws with the close heavy kick and such.
Wow, same-sided twice. Insane.
Where did all of Chase go?
Nice confirm as well by Grubby. They are putting on an absolute show right now.
Yeah, I mean, Grubby had a fight for their life last match, but right now are just running through.
Yeah, very sizable life lead. The only thing that's honestly a problem for them is there's a ton of time left on the clock.
Yeah. And so there's definitely an opportunity for Che to make the comeback. But, ooh,
Yeah, we see a lot more of that dash medium punch in this matchup, knowing Felicia's going to try and stay a tad bit more grounded than the opposition that we had last game.
Oh wow, we're covered in time off of the missiles, but here we go. I think Grubby, I think they went for the command grab right there. Yeah, just didn't quite get it in time.
It's a good time to do it. I mean, even if you do take the punishment there, you have a ton of a life lead. Just let it rip. And between rounds in this game is so pitiful. Oftentimes I will catch people off guard mid-tournament set because they forget on their first round how quick it truly is. And I take those. I need every advantage I can get in this game.
So, so Felicia's one of my favorite characters, and like I try to assign all the backgrounds to characters, you know.
Yeah.
So I always make this one Felicia stage.
Yeah, good one. Cat like climbing the side.
Exactly. So you know, favorite stage for my favorite character. So there you go.
That also helps.
I really do think this is like one of the coolest stages in fighting game history. I mean, what a creative idea, man.
Yeah, but before I knew how to make a commentator reel, I had like a whole retro section and this was like the background that I used for the art.
Let's go. Did Grubby Gribble just kick the rolling buckler?
It sure felt like it.
Medium kick, standing forward.
And read the roll right with the ES and just running away with it at the moment.
That was kind of sick from Che right there.
Walked him in the corner here. Oh my gosh. You can hear the sputter of the buttons trying to get that tech hit out. The guard.
Yeah, I mean, you can get that instant overhit with BB Hood like that. Unfortunately, it does leave you vulnerable afterwards, even though you can still swing on the way down and you chain off of it.
Yeah, the JC to win some pressure back right now. It's anybody's game.
Oh, he got it. They got it. I'm sorry. They got it. Nicely done.
Amazing stuff from all of them.
Yeah, Dan Almighty, you're standing on the side of a building.
Yeah,
that's why you see the top of the helicopter over there. You know, it's just, it's so cool. It's oh, what a stage, man. Everybody has that moment where they're like, wait.
Yeah. And pointing it out is so sick.
I hope you don't mind if I eat a little bit of food over here. I'm starving right now.
No. We are doing good. We're getting into our top 3 here. This is going to be our last first of 2 until we finally get into grand finals with a first of 3 out here.
If winners finals wasn't first of 3, are they just doing 2 out of 3?
No way. No, we got to do grand finals first of 3. There will be such a little pity fit from me over here, and they're stuck with me for longer today, so they don't want to do that. They don't want me all grumpy.
Then you'll be Grumpy Grimbo, right?
Yeah.
So I think it would be Grumpy Grimbo.
Grimbo.
Move the M to the other side up there. So.
Really nice. And I forget exactly who took them out of winner's side, but I think this is a repeat.
Probably.
I do remember a BB Hood getting out of a lot of Sketch's pressure and me being very impressed by it. So if it wasn't Grubby, we will see what we'll see if they've learned from the last match, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Yeah, I remember that slipping into it. Yeah, I think it was that.
Yeah, I think they switched their color for the second set, which is the only thing that's throwing me off. They had that like white porcelain doll looking variation, but right now BB Hood having to take a very defensive approach to this match, and it's still getting hit in between.
It doesn't nullify the Sonic Brave.
Yeah, can't really get past this. The jumping heavy punch from Riku, so good. Yeah, this is finally starting to just air block there. Doesn't want to deal with any of the pressure, but unfortunately taken too much life off. Getting the tech through. Oh, but we just right into the bubble. Might just wake up with bubble here? No. I don't know. That standing light might have been bubble.
Talk to any Vampire Savior player that doesn't use Riku. We all hate the bubble. Oh my god, the bubble is such a pain to deal with.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time, and the ES command grab, not an option you see super often, but again, another variation of this character's immensely terrifying kits. Sketch really wants to set themselves up into grand finals.
Wants to try to get revenge right now against Snuggle Guns. People in the chat saying that they think it was Snuggle Guns who also sent Grubby to the losers. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, no wonder I was so muffled. I had my microphone up. Sorry about that. It's my bad. It's my bad.
No, we're good.
I thought it was muffled because I had food in my mouth, you know. But
I didn't want to draw any attention to either which way.
sorry about that, guys.
Oh.
Nice. Again, that double jump. You know what? Vampire Savior taught me one thing. I'm sorry, the Darkstalker game. What?
You can do that?
You can throw him out of the ending of Dark Force. What the heck?
All right. Thank you for the knowledge. We'll be abusing that later. That is fantastic.
What I was trying to say is that, you know, Darkstalkers as a series, you know, as a fan of designing fighting games, really taught me how much being able to change your jump arc is how important. Oh my gosh! And so, like, the double jump seems like just a small thing, but it is easily one of the most powerful things in any fighting game.
Yeah. Or my brain always drifts back to Dragon Ball Fighters, where you kind of have that lean on super jumps, and being able to change your arc in small ways. I love that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be commentating a lot of MVC2, right?
Yes.
So, like, one of the first, you know, super airborne games out there.
Definitely that. All right. Looking for any sort of pressure here. Gets the cross up. Not even sure if they meant to do it, but the low's going to push him there.
So good ending sequence right there for Grubby, but yeah, see the double jump, gets right over it. I almost thought he was going to be able,
Good mash on the light punches there. Not even a problem they didn't get a combo, but just anything to stop the bubble.
Yeah, I mean, right now, like, every time he throws out the bubble, you know that Grubby is going to go into the air. You know, oh, nice. Oh, he actually comboed off of that. Like, I feel like a standing heavy punch might be in order for Riku, because, you know, that standing heavy punch is covered by the guy, right? So
it's just such a huge button, very active. Tons of options right now. Oh, there was a very small opportunity to win, and I don't think they're going to find it.
Yeah. So there it is. Sketch is going to have his chance to try to get revenge against Snuggle Guns, but I mean, what an amazing play from Grumpy Gribbo. Like
they put on an absolute show for us.
I played with the name too much with bad puns that, like, I got myself confused. Yeah, Grubby Grimbo. But yeah, I mean, really excellent play. Always love to see the BB Hood, you know, high level BB Hoods. Even though I'm sure a lot of people hate fighting high-level BB Hoods because it is such a slowdown.
Yeah, it's a test of attrition for sure, but you can't say anything when Riku's on the screen. Yeah. When Fish is here, we're rooting for the other person.
Okay. So Rizwan just confirmed it is Grand Finals 3 out of 5. So there you go. There you go. Okay.
Oh, it makes me so happy.
Yeah, and for those of you waiting for Third Strike, after the medal ceremony, we'll be going right to Third Strike here on this stream.
Yeah, we keep things running fast and quick here. I think they've already started their bracket. I don't see many people in the caps.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say or deny that, but
well, I'm pretty sure it was scheduled to start at 1, so they might be holding it off a little bit to get it on the screen.
as much stream time as they can. I mean, another fantastic fighting game. It's got its quirks. It's got its nuance.
Oh yeah.
But,
I mean, all these old games. I mean, like, one of my favorite games of all time is Super Turbo, and like somebody I saw on social media was just like, you know, oh, Super Turbo, like, this is the true, like, neutral game, fundamentals game. And I was like, have you played Super Turbo?
Anybody that says that, I really don't think has.
I was like, have you seen Claw?
But in the meanwhile, we do have our grand finals of Texas Showdown 25. It is going to be Snuggle Guns on the winner's side versus Sketch, who is only briefly went to loser's side.
Yeah. But again, he's going to have to win the 3 out of 5 twice, the Sketch, because you got to send him to the loser. Oh, he wasn't actually expecting him to get caught by the bubble.
A nice throw.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised they had spare time to do that, but great awareness. Snuggle clearly being aware of this matchup and had a little bit of spare time maybe to do a quick research if we... So one nice part about being in winner's side.
Yeah, we watch them playing the losers and do some, scoping out. But I mean, he did fight him already in the winners finals, so.
Yeah, Super Combo is favorited on my Chrome tab for a reason.
Oh.
I need that matchup knowledge fast.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the Super Combo wiki, by the way, because
I think this one's on Mizumi actually.
Yeah, this one's on Mizumi. I'm sure they have a section on the Super Combo wiki. But I'm really happy for that because they preserved all of the Shoryuken.com with it. See, there it is! Standing heavy punch. I told you that thing hits everywhere.
Yeah, and it's so funny because he actually has a DP motion where he digs into the ground and spirals up.
Right,
but heavy punch is just kind of a better version of it with a single button.
Yeah, in the original Darkstalkers, that you couldn't even do that move. You could only do it from backdash hit.
Oh, how interesting!
Yeah, it's the only way to do that move.
Wow, nice pickup there with the dust, whatever that move is. Little spray.
Gas, poison gas.
Nice.
Oh no, you didn't get any of the jump attack to connect.
Yeah. Oh, actually trying to go for the bubble there, but was just a spare meter away.
Yeah, it's just like one of the reasons why I'm so happy about them preserving the SRK wiki is because I did a lot of work on that wiki. So I'm glad it did not go for naught.
No.
Oh yeah, right over the dashing heavy kick.
Nice, and got Oki off of that instead of the OTG.
Dude, that ES Gong is just, oh man. This is one of the first games that had the lock them down and force them into the mix-up, concepts.
Yeah, the true emancipation of Oki. I mean, it's so good.
Because nowadays, there's a lot of like Fireball, Drive Rush, or whatever like that, but this game had a lot of that a long time ago, in 1994,
And we are past 30 years, 31 years.
Oh, man.
That's all right.
Cue Matt Damon gif right now, so yeah. Oh, he just got the poison.
No.
Oh no, the roll forward. Yeah, Sketch has been getting so much off of that one. And look at this. That 2-0 here.
Yeah, has to feel good about putting themselves in such a solid position. I mean, Snuggle has to even it up, win 3 straight or lose one, and then it didn't even matter what we do at this point. So, a tough position. We're going to switch up characters here. I like this decision because we can go right back to Senko if there's a problem here.
Right. And, because it is the first set, you have the ability to experiment, etc.
Yeah. The only thing that can get a little tricky is if this character actually ends up working out pretty well, but it only works for 2 games.
Right.
Well, now your magic is gone.
But, I mean, sometimes then it works to go back to your main because now they've gotten so used to fighting the other characters.
Exactly.
They have to remember, oh my god! Dude, epic instant air dashing right there.
Then you get a beautiful chain on the incoming coming down. Got bubbles set up here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, keeping him locked in the corner, but we're going to get the side switch here off of the ES.
And an excellent break. Dashing in. Protected. That crouching medium punch. It's so active.
Blocked it and then still ended up moving forward. Did he air dash after that? I didn't see exactly what happened, but here we go. Look at this. Snuggle Guns taking it with the QB, and so he's looking like he's like, you know what? I don't need a second set. We're gonna take care of this right now.
Again, knowing these classic players might be sitting in the 3rd strike set, and they're like, wait.
And then you saw right there how far that QB's crouching strong reached. Again, it's just she has such good range, and she's tricky and slippery. It's like, wait, did you forget to give this character a weakness, Capcom?
Yeah. The only thing it truly has is because it's so active around the screen, long blasting hitboxes really take it out. So
yeah.
But it's more of a flaw of the character design versus the character itself.
Yeah. And I will say she does have weaknesses, like I mentioned before. The heavy buttons aren't very good, chain enders and stuff. But doesn't matter. Like you said, maybe QB would rather keep you standing.
Yeah, I want you to go right back to blocking low. Don't have time to think about Oki. Get hit.
Dude, the air blocks and the air dash are so good from Snuggle Guns. He's been doing that all day. Nice tick throw for Sketch. Evens out the bats.
And we're on what, bat point? Is that what I call it? Bat set?
Reset bat.
Reset bat.
Reset bat. There you go.
On the fly, too. Go.
Oh, stayed on the right.
Yeah. If they can get through this singular meter here, they're going to do really nice work. Lots of white health back as well.
I can't believe he actually went for that that EX, you know, the BEX.
I almost felt more like he was just trying to air stall versus get anything done there. And we are tied up here at 2-2.
You know what the best thing about that EX, if you watch it carefully, like all the bees chew on the enemy.
Yeah.
It's the one bee can't find a spot to chew on you. And you see it. It flies back and forth. And because it can't feed, it actually drops and dies.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah, so the other bees are feeding on you, and then that one's like, find a spot, and then it drops and dies. It's like, those little punches are so amazing.
The Darwin's theory or whatever. Survival of the fittest.
Yep. All the gas. Then the combo, and here comes the bubble again. But QB can flow, but what a call out.
Yeah. Stopping the landing zone, using the Dark Force here to get out of that pressure. Nice.
Yeah. Snuggle Guts here with this QB.
Ooh, there's
doing the work. Whoa, what the heck was that?
That was the DP, yeah.
I mean, QB like did something weird. I need to see the replay. Like, people don't realize how often you miss something on commentary because you blink.
Yes, especially in this game.
Yes. Oh, wow. Still had the time to get the jumping strong.
Yeah, back to bat.
Back to bat. Nice.
Doing good out here. And this, we'll decide if we get a reset or we can move on to third strike here.
Yeah, this is final bat of the set here.
Nice, wants to stay in this corner here. We have 52 seconds left, even though it's been a very explosive match. Lots of time left for people to slow it down. Oh, bubble to bubble. Good.
Oh, man. The Snuggle Guns is so good at that air block and the air dash. I've seen him use it most.
No, we're fine. He doesn't have any.
Gets the reset, and you can see Snuggle Guns like, dang it. Like, I wanted to end this now.
He worked through a lot of pressure there. The character switch was obviously a good idea, but like I was talking about, we in the problem state now because we've maybe spent 2 games of Magic. And now, what do you even bring in here, right? It's reset it up. It's 0-0. You can pick anybody in the cast, but we've seen 2 characters that are monsters.
And I loved seeing that with the camera view of Sketch where he's just slapping his face like, let's go.
Yeah.
And I love that. I mean, again, one of the things that I miss the most when we were doing all these online tournaments during the pandemic and stuff is I love watching how the players are reacting between the matches, because that to me is one of the most fascinating things. And you can tell a lot about a player in those situations.
Oh, yeah.
I used to always comment about how Ricky Ortiz, she was really famous for always like side-eyeing her opponent to see what their expressions were.
Yeah.
Because depending on how they were reacting, she could actually change her strategy, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the mental aspect of your opponent is such a huge part of fighting games. I was explaining this stuff to people who know nothing about fighting games very recently, and they were like, oh, I like puzzle games. And I'm like, fighting game is just a puzzle game where your opponent is a person.
Yes.
That's all it is.
That's a great way to describe it, because one of the lessons I always try to teach is that fighting games are a 2-player game. Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, except for this situation. This is 1 player.
Oh, no.
Well, let's be glad. That was the first time we've seen this.
Right,
in this entire long set so far of really running the Fish game plan to perfection.
Man, okay, well, you know what? Sketch has the official lead now here, so 1-0.
Now, we are holding down the Senko and continuing this pressure, even though the QB was definitely what took the show last time.
Right.
I think we're really hoping we win this game.
Well, this is going to be interesting, because if he loses this one, if Snuggle Guns loses this one, I mean, the thought of him potentially maybe just going back to the QB. And as you can see here, this is a rematch from last year's grand final. Because you see Sketch got 2nd place last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember for a fact Senko was the only character he played in Grands.
Okay.
So this is definitely an improvement for Sketch, making them switch.
Yeah, if you're going up against Snuggle and you want to drop them into the bubble, I think you've got to, when you jump, you got to go for a longer chain because he's so good at blocking and air dashing afterwards.
Nice. This is a great pickup for Sketch. Should be able to take it here. No. Good.
Oh, got to deal with it again. Uh-oh, are we going to be loops? Oh, no.
Actually, doesn't get the knockdown. The final hit not working out, but it doesn't matter. That's it.
Yeah, he's going to be able to kill right there. And Sketch is now, one more. He's like, no more second place. He's only looking for first place here. Not going to go back-to-back second place. And if he could take this over Snuggle Guns, I mean, a nice little rivalry building up, perhaps, you know?
The Texas show, I mean, again, I'm very new to this scene, but it's, I'm already seeing it here. And the QB is out.
Yeah, brought back the QB.
Yeah, it was a very tough call. I think he was very confident in Senko to win one game there.
Right.
And then he could switch to QB and feel more confident just getting those 2 matches.
Oh, no. Here we go. Sketch is getting his way right now.
Wow, the delay on the medium kick, just running the game twice, the gambit.
Yeah, just catch him standing up. You know, you think someone's going to jump again or something, and then all of a sudden, you got to watch those ankles.
Yep, and we are, I mean, this bat point, the bat tournament, whatever it is.
Bat tournament bat.
Tournament bat.
There you go. Because, you know, when it gets the final game, final round, I usually like to shout that, final game, final round. But I can't do that. I have to say final game, final bat, right? Yeah.
It's a bit awkward, but at the same time, it's probably only because we've been saying it the other way so often.
Yep.
Nice.
Bubble the bubble.
I mean, if you can trade bar against a Riku, you're probably pretty happy.
Sketch with such a big lead.
Nice.
Oh, never mind. All of a sudden, it's gone. That's how fast it can come and go in this game.
Nice, great tech there. That built just enough space to keep them out of pressure here.
But here we go. Scary situation. Yeah, you see how Sketch on his Snuggle Guns is scared to advance because he knows that Sketch is ready for you to try to get over that bubble.
Yeah, I'm just looking for any opening here. For some reason in my gut, I feel like Sketch is going to try and end this with an ES command grab. I don't know why.
Because it's just a good way to end these things, you know.
Yeah.
It's the last thing you're thinking of. Wow, that move recovers so fast.
Excellent pickup there by Snuggle. Using the pursuit to get that extra bit of damage and just finishing it out with a dashing medium punch. I mean, such an easily crouchable normal, but when you're dealing with the onslaught, the pursuits after pursuits, it's gonna crack you at some point.
I mean, it's a hard one to say here because, yeah, I feel like Snuggle Guns should have just been playing QB this whole time, you know, because QB is clearly doing a lot more work than Senko in that matchup.
Yeah, and I think it's a thing of pride too. Like, clearly last time able to do it with their character they practice in, but yeah, maybe should have done like one then back, but it's hard. Well, we're dealing with our choices now nonetheless. Sketch trying to close this out, and Snuggle Guns doing everything in their power to make sure that does not happen.
I'm always laughing because in the background you see that plant eating that lizard back there. I wonder how much those eggs cost in the background, dude. Oh! Blocked the guard reversal and actually got the punish.
Nice. Oh my goodness, though. But finding every hit here in the white light so massive, we have to find a way to hit that. Instead, it's just going to go back up to half.
Yeah. Sketch looking really good here in this position. That's going to be the trade combo, yep.
Nice. Dashing forward to get out of the pursuit, though.
Okay. Well done by Snuggle Guns here, but this is, I mean, he has to take this back. If he doesn't take this back first, he's out. That's it. Sketch champion.
Wow, the dashboard lights.
Oh, and then just
there's a bubble.
What do you do? Nice,
yeah.
Got him for the throw.
And the other throw.
Sketch is your vampire savior, Texas Showdown champion. Same 2 players in grand finals, back-to-back years, but you can see how excited Sketch is to take this.
And well-earned and deserved. I mean, put on an absolute performance, had the setups on point, was able to adapt in the perfect situations, and truly is thrilled to be our champion today.
And shout-outs once again to, you know, Riz and Vodka. I mean, I love
yeah.
this. I love this. The roving cam that they have set up
It's so
here.
good.
You know, it's funny. One year at Evo, we were trying to do this very early on with the roving cam. And this was even before streaming. We just wanted it for the DVDs and stuff. And it was like, you had to wear this giant, heavy backpack. Nowadays, I could just do it on my phone.
Oh, yeah. No, so last night, the Alpha 2 streamed the computer bricked out.
Oh,
and we finished it on the phone. I'm like, what a blessing we have with technology nowadays. We can finish anything.
You know, I actually recorded a video, voiced it over, edited it, and then posted it to YouTube all on my phone one time. It was just a ridiculous thing. But, I mean, again, as we joke, you know, you could post all these Vampire Savior videos to Twitter, like entire matches. But, I mean, really well done. Really well done to these players over here. I always love seeing these guys take Vampire Savior to the limit.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, because everything is so global, you know, it's so global now, like, we can confidently say, like, you know, we're playing the same kind of game that, you know, Japan is playing, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I'm not going to say we're better than Japan. That's not what I'm saying. But we know we're using the same strategies and stuff like that. So we know this is peak Vampire Savior.
Yeah, it's very visible. I mean, hands off to Fight Cade for giving me the access to do it. I mean, if you have a PC with a processor at this point, you can play these games for free. Yeah. It's what a blessing that is.
And just with rollback netcode, which is just, again, oh man, like the first time I ever tried to play a fighting game online was when CVS came out on the Xbox. Oh, okay, wait, never mind. They're talking. Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Over 30 years. Play Vampire.
Well, to be fair, I think Vampire Savior is not quite.
That's true. That's true. Hit him with the wind pose.
What is that? What?
You have some spare extras, like a little organ plushie.
Right, but I mean, is that a video collection of the anime or what is that? I'm not sure.
You said it at the beginning. A flower.
Come here. Fight double guys in this whole territory. No, stop waiting one time for you. Do it on time. Fight that my savior. Congratulations, Jack. Oh, yeah.